put that good buy-in or that good sell and your stop loss has been hit. Let me see me, or put I in the chat. I see you guys. What if we could teach you how to actually see when the market is going to be manipulated? What if we could actually teach you how to really think like the banks and how to actually see the order blocks when they're coming in from the candlesticks, from zones, and to support and resistance? That's called smart money concepts. And we're going to be teaching you these industrial levels. The female that I talked to, I was telling David when we were at Mr. McCovey's house, I was like, this girl is brilliant. This girl is brilliant. Haven't lost a trade in like 2 years. Did y'all hear what I just said? Did they hear what I just said?
No, they didn't. Everyone type in no losses. Everyone type in no losses.
Has not lost a trade in 2 years. I'm so excited. Who's excited about that? So not only are you guys going to get myself, Coach Max, Ryan DeFreitas, who's going to be our headmaster trader over here. You're going to get the whole entire dream team traders. You're going to get our signals, and you're going to get traders who are trading on the bank level, making 7 and 8 figures trading already, documented and proven. And I'm particularly excited because I spoke to Mr. McCovey and I was like, we need to paint the picture for women over here, right? We need to paint the picture for moms over here that this can be done, right? So I'm super, super excited, y'all. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you guys for your messages. I want to thank you guys for reaching out to me. Those of y'all telling me to keep my head up. Guys, listen, my head is not down. Determination for me was nothing but God himself saying, I have something else for you, right? I have something else for you, because yes, we reached 80, 90,000 people in this last deal. But when I tell you guys, we're going to change 1 million lives over here. I'm saying it now. I'm painting the vision. We're going to change 1 million lives over here in all 200 plus countries around the world. You heard it here first, and I'm dead serious. Let's go. So I'm gonna move myself out the way, and I'm gonna let y'all hear from my CEO, my owner, Mr. David McCovey. Please come to the front of the room. Everybody is super excited to meet you. Let me tell you about this man. He is the most humble man I've ever met in my life, guys. Okay, we're talking about 5-star treatment since we've been here. He's just treating us like family. I want to let you guys know that this man right here, when I call him, he answers the phone, just like what David is saying. When I have an idea, he's listening to me. Guys, we are in like the best hands right now. So I'm super excited. Let me move myself out the way and let you guys meet Mr. David McCovey.
Thank you, Max. I appreciate you. Family, listen, I am so excited. Listen, if they had their links right now, I'd sign up on theirs. I am ready to rock. Listen,
Dad, I'll give you mine.
Hey, look, I can't take Joyce. I've already been in Joyce's organization before. We're not spilled over there in vacation, family. So I promise you, this thing is coming full circle, and we are going to knock it out of the park. Listen to what I'm telling you. And I know David and Max, and I've been where they are, and I salute them to the moon and back. I remember when it first happened, and I talked to David afterwards, and he was upset. He's like, bro, I just want to say, bro, you know what? I said, go meditate, go pray, and thank them guys. Because all they did right now was allow you to come off the leash in the way that you should be. And I also threw a joke in. I said, that's okay. You're ready for greatness now, because everyone that has ever been affiliated with me as a leader has all been terminated. Like, it's part of the process, right? I have leaders in the other room right now, leaders that are on this line, they will tell you it is part of the process. That's part of your freedom package, right? They let you go so you go do what you need to do in the world, brother. So I appreciate you, and I promise you, by the time we're done with this thing, the industry will not look the same. Shout out to Austin, who's becoming like my little brother now. He asked all the right questions. He wasn't afraid to ask the right questions the very first time that we spoke. So there's a lot of leadership on this line. Tracy, I speak to Tracy all day, every day. Now that's my girl. We texting and voice texting and doing our thing and really lining this thing up. And you know, David, you know what it is, brother. What's understood does not have to be said. Guys, I promise you, this is going to be the biggest movement that this industry has ever seen. Hands down, I see it too clearly. When we get our vice president of sales to get up in front of the room today and put up a sign that says 40,000 in 40 days, and Coach Max looks out the corner of her eye and is like, yeah, that's cute. That's cute. That's what you got? Yeah, don't worry about it, bro.
I was like, you talking about my organization alone, or what we talking about?
Who's that? So listen, guys, I promise you, we are going to do things. I told David, I said, listen, man, by the start of next year, they should not open any magazine that has to do with network marketing. I don't care whether it's Success from Home, business.org. I don't care what it is. If they open it, it will have an epic leader in it. I promise you. The number of lives that we're going to change and the income levels that we're going to make the norm in network marketing, they've never seen this, guys. So again, we keep talking about it, but imagine getting a do-over in your organization. Imagine getting to structure your organization the way that you see fit. Make the pieces fit, right? You get 30 days to do that. Like David said, it's 10, 10, 10. No one on your front line should have a small vision. If a person is on your front line and they ask you about will they get spillover, stop talking to them. Because leaders don't get spillover, we create it. No one on your front line should ask you about spillover. That's not what we're here for. We're not looking for any handouts. We're looking for people that we can run with. So spillover, that's not a conversation that we're gonna have. Will it be created? Yes. Should you get it? Absolutely not. If you've gotten spillover, you're just not doing your job. So we don't get in here and go to work, guys. But I'm telling you, what we're gonna do when we blow the system out of the water, I told the family today, it's like cheating, right? But it's okay to cheat because we own the keys to this cheat machine. All we're going to do is structure all the teams, right? All the organizations, put them in place the way that they should be, all the way through the month of September. October, boom, we flip the switch. Now all the cards are processed, all the ranks are ready to be paid. It will be the first time and only time in network marketing where all of the leaders and all of the field are all qualified at the same time, right? So that takes out the part of the business where you have to look and try to manage your organization and manage people and hold hands and get them to pay. No, we're going to the next level. We're going to run through the tape, not to the tape. So for the month of October, we're celebrating while we're building new ranks, not trying to fix the ones that we already knocked down, guys. It's a different look, I promise you. We're going to put something on the table, and we're going to do this. We haven't figured out the exact dates, and I'll talk with David and Coach Max and the corporate team. But what I want to do is have a real live leadership retreat. And we're probably going to introduce that at the level of ambassador. You guys that don't know what our levels are now, you will see. Go to that website that Tracy gave out. I think I talked to our designer, and it may be having trouble on mobile right now, but it's on like desktop and laptop because I've seen it working there. He's going to fix it tomorrow so the videos will show, because right now everything's just in PDF form, so you can't see it. But guys, when we talk about $100,000, $200,000, $500,000, $1 million per month earned, I'm not talking about lifetime in network marketing. I'm talking, listen, look, we don't do vision boards, we do vision environments. What does it say? I am grateful and thankful that I make $1 million per month. It's already here. It was on the screen before this conversation even started months ago, right? So we're already speaking this to existence. I am grateful that I make and keep, right? We can make it, we want to keep it. Make and keep $1 million every month. $1 million every month. I'm happy that it comes so easily. We've already started to speak this months and months ago before all of us came together as a power unit. So it's already been manifested, guys. I promise you, it's going to be like nothing that you have ever seen. They are not going to understand how we have so many levels of leaders that are earning that type of income in month 1, 2, and 3. It's never heard of, and they're going to try to copy it, right? But we'll take that as a form of flattery because they won't be able to do it like we do it. I don't care what the company is. I don't care what the organization is. You line them up against what we're bringing to the table, and I'll put my money on us every time, hands down, pound for pound. There will be nothing like what we're putting together, guys. So just understand, like David said, if your belief system is not there yet, that's okay. Just borrow ours. We'll take you as far as we can take you before you start running on your own. But we are going to run with runners. And if you want to walk, that's fine. We'll find someone to walk with you. But we are going to run with the runners, guys. Now is not the time to play any games. If you've ever been in this industry and you felt disrespected, you felt taken advantage of, you felt that someone did not know your worth, walk with us and let's show you what to do, right? We're going to this is going to be the I told you so crew, right? At the bank and the Brinks has to come get it. This is going to be the I told you so club because we know what we're capable of doing. We just need a chance to get together. So when we get a chance to bring in what I said today, like the Brady Bunch, where we bring in different organizations and different families and merge them under one roof, they're not going to know what to do with us, guys. And so all I'm saying right now is while you are thinking about this and while you are processing to this, get your list together. Start structuring your organization. Not only you do that, you help your team do that. Once that starts to happen, it's all the way over. When you build this thing, guys, you want to have so many levels of what I call insulation, right? You want to have hundreds of levels of insulation between you and poverty. If you keep leaders in the way, you'll never see poverty. It's really, really simple. Continue to build it, structure it out, and stay plugged in with your leadership, guys. I promise you, everything that we're saying tonight on this call is going to happen. It's already happened. We just haven't caught up with it yet. It's already out there in the atmosphere. So listen, I am super, super fired up, guys, and I can go all day. But David, I'm going to pass it back to you, brother, and just know, like we say, what's understood does not have to be said. We are going to knock the cover off of this ball, brother.
Say less, bro. And listen, what I'm going to go ahead and give everyone some actionable steps right now. We have 8 days before the pre-launch gets started. That means that under no circumstances is anyone that is on this call allowed to have less than 10 people ready to rock and roll with them on day one. If you have less than 10 people to rock and roll with you, it means that you simply did not do your job. 10 people personal. Okay? 10 people personal. If you do not have that in the next 8 days, you simply did not do your job. And when you do that, ladies and gentlemen, what I need you to do is when you get your 10, or actually as you bring them in, tell them, line up your 10. If we do this in right, I need you guys to understand this. I believe that everyone is capable of getting 10 people to catch a $20 vision in the next 48 hours, and they should be able to go ahead and get a minimum of 10 in the next 48 hours, which means that's only 4 out of the 8 days. There are 858 people. That means that there should be 85,000 people on launch day. Math is
that's easy math. Say that again.
Come on.
My math is real simple. Like, you know, I don't need, you need a piece of paper, Cecily. Like, listen, a lot of times we want to go so high tech that we forget that pen and paper works wonders. Listen, the first 6-figure a month organization that I ever built was written out on paper. So, I mean, you know, the first 6-figure organization, 100,000 people or more, started out by things that I drew out on paper. I cannot tell you, if you guys don't know all the details, I want to go ahead and tell you. Then use my name, use McCovey's name, use Austin's name, Max's name, Tracy's name, Joy's name, and literally $20 to get access to us should be an absolute no-brainer. If they don't see the value of the leadership for $20, then neither do you, and you need to get your belief system up a little bit higher. Listen, there's one more person that I want to go ahead and let talk. Phenomenal leader. He's with Austin in this room right now. We're going to go ahead, let him go ahead and talk to them. Quite honestly, Austin, close this out because this has been a phenomenal call, and I am incredibly excited about the things that are still yet to come for the rest of 2020, because what I see is that this last quarter is going to make the rest of 2020 look like peanuts.
Yep, fact.
Right? That the last quarter of this year is going to make the rest look like peanuts. All right? So catch a vision, borrow some of mine, borrow some of David's, borrow some of Tracy's, borrow some of Max's, borrow some of Joy's, borrow some of Austin's, borrow some of Blake's, borrow whatever you can. Listen, we talk about base in this industry, BASE, borrow and steal everything. We are giving you permission to borrow and steal our energy and our vision. Take it, please. The only thing we don't give you permission to borrow and steal is our money. But take the vision.
Facts.
Take the vision and take the work ethic. And let's make this thing happen. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and pass it back to Austin, man.
Man, geez, I have not been this happy in a long time to build a company. And that's a huge thing. 2020 is the year that everything that's been stolen is returned 10x to everyone that has persevered through what we've gone through. So I'm going to let Blake get you guys fired up. And then David, if you don't mind, there is a couple Q&As I do want to address, or either David, right? Because there's two of you now. So either one of you can address the Q&As. There's just a couple I do want to address before we get off. I'm going to let Blake finish this out, Q&As, and we're done.
Man, oh man. Man, oh man, guys, drop some fire in the chat if you guys are already fired up about what has already transpired here today. Make sure you drop some fire in the chat. Let's go. Let's see their fire drop in the chat. Wow, I'm telling you, you guys are probably going to break the system with all this fire I see dropping in the chat. Listen, guys, if the promise is clear, which David Liciaga and David McCovy, they came on here and they gave us the vision. We're going to do 40,000 in 40 days, most likely 100,000 in these 40 days. But guys, if the promise is clear, the price will be easy, right? One thing you guys need to know, we need to develop a bulletproof mindset, meaning you have a mindset that whatever it takes, you will prevail, right? But don't ever mistake your movement for achievement. Never, ever do that. Actually get out there and work. Actually get out there and get these people launched, because guys, never, ever again in this industry will it be as low as $19.99 to get somebody enrolled in your business. And yes, guys, we said $19.99. So guys, you need to make sure you're taking this launch so serious, because guys, we're about to wake up the industry. If you've never made money in the industry of network marketing before, you are going to do that. If you've had a horrible upline that couldn't get you help, guys, you're not going to need that. $19.99 is going to sell itself. Guys, if somebody tells you no, guess what? They're just not ready, and no means next opportunity. Right? So you need to just develop the proper mental attitude, because if you go into war without the proper mental attitude, guess what? You will most likely die. Just follow the system. Everybody should know what system means. Save yourself time, energy, and money, right? Have long-term thinking. Somebody may ask you, how long is it going to take me to get to ambassador? It doesn't matter, because how long it takes, I'm going to get there. I'm not coming back down the mountain. I'm going up. You can quit. You can turn back, but I'm going to the top. So guys, let's talk about never quitting. Jim Rohn says we get paid off the value we bring to the marketplace. So ultimately, if you're not attracting the type of people you want in your business, it's because you're not providing enough value. So make sure you guys get out there, do some personal development, grow as a person, because then once you start to grow, people will be attracted to you. All the things you want will be attracted to you. Make sure you watch the words that are coming out of your mouth, because your mouth controls your destiny. Right? Because even in the word mouth, think about it, it says out. So what comes out your mouth, so what you confess, you definitely possess, right? Also, knowing your why. You need to have a very strong why when getting started. Nothing in this world, because guess what? The moment you think about quitting, the moment you run up against the brick wall, that why, that why you have right there, it's going to remind you, right? It's going to remind you why you're doing this business, why you're not going to quit, why you've plugged into people like Austin, Tracy, Joy, both Davids, myself, like you've done that, Coach Max, Ryan DeFreitas, why you've plugged in with us. Let's talk about that why, right? And if you help enough people get what they want, guys, by default, you're going to have everything it is in the world that you want. So guys, let's get ready to end this call. Get David back on here. Let's answer these questions. And guys, thank you so much for trusting and believing in us, because the vision has been casted. Okay? So all we got to do is follow it. Okay? So let's go, guys.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I saw some of the questions. I'm going to be honest. We're not dealing with them right now. And part of the reason that we're not dealing with them right now is because they deal with things that are still yet to be finalized. And I don't want to need to put my foot in my mouth. So one thing that, that I could say very wholeheartedly is that I will always give the best and most truthful answer that I can at the time that it is asked. But if I do not have the full answer, then I will get it for you. So allow us to get the answers. I get that you want to know the payout methods. I get that you want to know what countries are supported. But one thing that I think that because David McCovy, unlike some of the other people that I dealt with in the industry, actually has a moral compass. He actually has an ethical code, right? There are things that kind of guide his life, guide his business practices and principles. I've seen it firsthand over the last almost 7 years that I've known the man. And so I absolutely understand that we will not accept money from places that we cannot pay money to. And so because of that, I don't want to say yay or nay until we check out with our payouts provider whether or not, a certain country or region is supported. Okay. I also don't want to, what I can say is that ultimately, are we looking for solutions for cash societies? Yes, but are they ready to talk about right now? No. So it is not appropriate for us to talk about the things that we are looking at and potentially give our competition, well, who thinks they're our competition, because we have none. But it's not okay for them to understand the moves that we are making. Make moves in silence, celebrate the greatness in public. So that's the way that we're going to move, ladies and gentlemen. You all have a great night on purpose. Start lining up your people, and I cannot wait to celebrate your new ranks in the month of October. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Cheers.